Hi everyone, it's Kirei here for Bella Blvd, and I have a brand new layout using the fabulous Teen Vibes Caitlyn collection that has been just recently released. So I have decided now the collection is obviously aimed at sort of teens, girls, etc. And there's a similar collection for boys that I'll be doing some layouts with next. Now, I don't have kids. And I quite like using these collections and just using them in the way that's maybe a little different, so that I make it work for me. So I had some fun photos from a photo booth in Paris. I had been over there. This was earlier last year in April, and a few of us went over to the version scrap. In Paris, and so it was a scrapbooking show with lots of different manufacturers and things like that, and shops and that with all their their products. So we went over for that. So on one of our days, we did a bit of sightseeing around Paris. Just three of us, myself, Wendy, and Vicky. So we did a bit of a speed sightseeing tour around Paris, and we saw this photo booth, and we just obviously had to jump in and have some silly photos. And I haven't really scrapped them. They've been waiting there to scrap, and they're not the best photos because this is actually a photo of the photo. It was a film strip in 4, and I've just done it into 2. But I thought, right, I'm going to use it because I loved the coloured title that I end up using with Just Have Fun. And so I thought, right, that's perfect. Anyway, so what am I doing? So I've pulled out some of the pattern papers. I've gone with a circle using the black pattern paper called Kissy Lips. Now, I do make the circle smaller because I thought it was a bit too big, so I trim that down. And then I've got a number of different pattern strips. I've got the white floral there, which is called Glam. Pink gingham is skincare, and then the teal spots is called Sass. So yeah, so I've just cut some strips, and I'm just distressing the edges, of course, and then I can get them stuck down. And so that's effectively my background, and then I can start to add all the fabulous embellishments. But yeah, I do cut down the black circles, which I think you'll see in just a moment. But yeah, so here we go. I think I'm getting there. You're watching me doing all the distressing, but yeah. I do always like that. For those of you who have seen some of my other process videos, you will know I do like to distress the edges and just add that extra bit of texture. There we go. Trim down the circles. I made them a bit smaller, and then everything has now been stuck down. I'm going to mount my 2 photos, and I've pulled out this one with the orange hearts. It's called Chatterbox, and I just wanted to add a different pop of colour so that the photos sit up from the pattern paper background. And then, of course, I will distress the edges of these. And then I ended up, in fact, it wasn't the way I was going to work, but it ends up creating almost like a sort of diagonal design across. It's when I start to embellish, it's how it sort of ended up. I was imagining I would have 2 clusters, but I actually ended up doing like this one long sort of diagonal feature across from one photo to the next. Anyway, I get this stuck down. You may have noticed I just use foam pads on the top edge of my photos, and then I keep the bottom edge flat because that's often where I'm adding sort of embellishments and layers. So it just makes it a bit easier. I've got this little fun frame there, stripy frame. I'm just going to tuck in there. And then I've got a real mix of embellishments. Now, I've literally only just realised as I was just coming to do this voiceover that camera that I put on the right there, I have no idea why, but I got it up the wrong way. Because you can see the heart is pretty obvious. It's sideways. It should be at the top. So yeah, and I've literally just realised that. So I will change that. I am going to correct it on but actually all the photos show it on its side. And honestly, I've been looking at it and looking at it for ages and hadn't even realised. So it's a bit silly of me, wasn't it? Anyway, that's okay. I can fix it. To be honest, it's probably fine as it is. Anyway, I will change it because now I know I'll be looking at that. Okay, so I've pulled out a mix of embellishments here, and I'm sort of working out where they're going to go. So I've got some of the Ephemera Icons. I have some from the Ephemera Words, and then I add in some of the Puffy Stickers and some of the Ciao chip stickers as well, the chipboard ones. These are mainly all the ephemera pieces at the moment. So I'm sort of just tucking in here. And here we go. I think I've got them stuck down. Yes. And what else am I going to add in? Oh yeah, got the little I've just got a few little hearts from the doohickey sticker sheet, and I'm just adding those in. I think they're the only stickers I use from that sheet, to be honest. And then else will I add in? I bring in some of the oh, now I'm looking at my title. So I've got the chipboard now, so the Ciao chip stickers, and I this is what I had in mind was the friends up here, and then just have fun. But it's in black and white, and on the pattern paper, it just didn't really work. And I did actually stick them down onto a piece of plainer pattern paper, thinking I could add that and layer it over the top, but it just wasn't looking right for me. And then I've got the Just Have Fun down here, but again, you can see it's just, they just sort of get lost and they get, within across the pattern papers. So that wasn't working for me either. So I did have to have a bit of a play around with all of that, which I did do off camera because I wasn't quite happy with it. And obviously, I end up not using the friends and I just use the Just Have Fun around the black circle. So here we go. I've got some of the puffy stickers here. So I've just got some of the flowers. So I'm just adding a few of those in around. I do move them around actually because I then remembered I love the Bella Pops layer stickers, and I had the cute one. It's called Too Cute actually, and I bring those in. You can just see them at the top left of the screen there in my little basket. So here we go. I've come back and now I've changed my title, and the Just Have Fun is now going to sit around this circle here, which actually worked really well. And I was much, much happier with it versus what I thought I was going to do initially. So yeah. And then I'm actually just layering them up over each other slightly. So which is why I'm adding the extra glue, because obviously they are stickers, but I am adding the extra glue because I'm sitting them over each other as I go. So yeah, that worked well, and I was much, much happier with how that ended up looking. That way, oh, here we go. Here's the Bella Pop layered stickers, and I'm just adding, I think I don't add all of them. I think I had just the three flowers into the clusters. Yeah, there we go. And then I've got the little black dots that are here, and I just add some of those in and around the clusters as well. And then I think I'm almost sort of getting there. I think I'm pretty much done. I don't think there's much else I add. I do add some white paint splatters. I think, am I going to do that now? Possibly. Yes, I am. I am going to do that. I don't always do it because sometimes I decide on it after I finish and think, oh, I'll just finish it off. So yeah, I'm just adding some white paint splatters over just across some of the embellishment clusters there, just a little bit. And then I add my journaling off camera just around the other black circle. And there you go. There's the finished layout, and you can see the journaling there. I hope you've enjoyed watching the process video. It was super fun using the new Teen Vibe Caitlyn collection. It's got lots of fantastic icons, and it really doesn't just have to be used for teenagers, as you can see here. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.